Hello Facebook world, it's Karen here in the kitchen today. Thought I'll do a live as I'm preparing a little beautiful breakfast for myself. So welcome if you're watching this. It might take a while for Facebook to send out notifications, so you're more than likely coming in a little bit later or watching the replay, or you might watch it on another platform. I guess you can call it my vlog, video log. So, oops, gotta close the fridge. So what am I doing at the moment? I'm actually house sitting at the moment, and I'm house sitting not far away from where I reside at the moment. I'm actually house sitting at my son's house, and it is nestled around beautiful nature. It is absolutely stunning. I'm looking out over nature over there, and I've just been taking my grandpuppy out for a bit of a walk, and I got some firewood just over that way. And as I was there, I went to the garden and I picked myself some beautiful fresh parsley, and I found this one. So this is for me to have later today. Actually, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm cutting up some onion at the moment, and I've got some fresh eggs from my daughter's chooks. So I'm having a slow morning, and I'm going to make myself an omelette. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to finally chop this onion. I'm basically just using what I've got here. I love using up food and not waste it. So I am gonna pan fry some onion. I love onion. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna turn the stove on. So for you guys that don't know, a few years ago I started house sitting up on the East Coast in Australia. I went up and took my van. First I stopped in Lakes Entrance, and then I continued up to the Gold Coast, and then I ended up coming across being able to house it up it was actually in Budrum. So I was on the Sunshine Coast, and it kind of became my home for a little bit. It was lovely. I got a little foldable e-bike, and I used to ride around, the areas there. Alexandra Headlands, I love that. You guys that are up that way, it is just beautiful. I went up to Noosa, and I actually caught up with some Swedish people over there. So what's happening at the moment, just going back to house sitting. So here I am in Victoria. I'm in a place called Drysdale. It's on the Bellarine Peninsula. It's south of Melbourne. It's about a little bit over an hour from Melbourne. And it is the base side of, rather than the ocean side like Torquay, it's the base side. And it is beautiful. I've got some onion here now, so let's see if this works. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted with a lot of things. I'm going to put the onion in there, and I'm going to continue sharing with you. I am addicted to onion. I absolutely love it. Yeah, so my journey of house sitting started when I was traveling up the East Coast, and I was all over up in Queensland, and I also house sat in the Blue Mountains. Is it Springdale? I can't remember the name. I've been in so many different places. I've just lost. I didn't really track it very well. I didn't do a video log, but I'm going to do a video log from now on. So this will go on other channels like YouTube as well. So it took me on a bit of a journey, and I house and pet sat dogs and cats, and it's something I really love doing. And I was talking to a lady yesterday and I said, you know, I actually can read dogs. I'm really good with animals. Animals are really drawn towards me. I kind of have an ability to understand them well, and I just loved looking after the animals, and I love being in a home, being able to do things and cook and clean. And I know it's a bit strange, but I love that. And as I'm walking here on that property, I thought, I think I'm the best, I shouldn't say it, housewife. Long time ago I was, but oh my God, I just love looking after a house and a home. And when I'm walking here, I thought, this house that I'm here for 2 weeks looking after my grandpuppy's in the sun there now after our walk. I was thinking, I'm going to be putting out that I'll be doing more house sits around here coming up, because first of all, I miss having a friend or friends, and that's obviously dogs or cats. I love it. And I love helping out, and I love looking after and having a home just immaculate and cleaning it, and of course running my online business from wherever I am. So I love that. Is this stove working? Yes, it is, but it's very, very slow. Let's see if we can get it up a little bit. So I'm going to fry some onion at the moment. So yeah, it took me on a journey of exploration, and I did that for, God, I don't know, half a year, longer. I can't even remember. I was in so many different places. And I actually wanted to stay up near the Sunshine Coast, but it just didn't work out. And I missed my kids, I missed my grandkids. I used to fly back and see my grandkids, and I just got to do that. And obviously I couldn't put it on them and have them come up and stay with me in a house. I was just house sitting. So I used to fly down, leave my van, and see them and then back up. But eventually it took me on a journey down south again, and I ended up stopping in the mountain area of Bright. And you guys that know Bright know that it's known for its winter season. There's lots of snow at the moment. There's beautiful mountains, and I had a friend there that lived in Bright, and I said, can I come and just do a stop as I'm on the way to the kids? Well, I had, got a long story short, he ran a cafe up there, and I walked in there and I said, oh, do you need any help? And he said, oh, I need help with the computer system. And I said, oh, let me take a look. I can probably fix that. You know, Corinne can practically do most things. So I ended up, guys, fixing up the whole software and putting all the different products on there and fix it up. And I really enjoyed the people that were working there, and lots of young people and beautiful free-spirited people, and the mountains was just, it just brought me back home to Scandinavia, to be honest. Absolutely stunning area. So he said, oh, I've got work, you can come back up. So I went back up. I spent Christmas with my kids, and then I went back up, and I started working there as a team leader for a bit. I started working for a team leader a little bit in the mountain area. So I've done lots of house sitting, and I haven't actually had my own place for, goodness me, I haven't had my own, well, I had my own rental up in the mountains for a bit when I moved up there. But before that and after that, I haven't had my own place. At the moment, I'm residing, as I said, I'm looking after my son's house and his dog. And looking after the property here, as I then create and make videos like this that will go on YouTube and share my journey, because I know there's lots of people that are doing house sits out there. Hello guys, it's so good to see you here. I'm cooking up a storm. We got a chef here watching me. Oh my God. You know, I'm the intuitive chef. I don't know what I'm doing, but I just picked some fresh broccoli from the garden, and I've got chopped eggs. So what I decided, I'm actually frying up the onion, and I chopped up some of the broccoli because I'm doing a little omelette. So how about that? Onion and that. Yeah, so back to the journey. So I haven't had my own sort of place for a long time, and I live in a little shack at the moment on my kids' properties, and that's temporary, and I love that because I'm hardly ever home. I'm just around seeing clients, and I'm doing things and running around and running my business online. So I can really, I want to be free. But I am keen to put it out there that I might be doing some house sits around this area after this one. I'm going to have a look, and I'm a pretty good manifester, and I know there's dogs that are going to want to have me looking after them. So let's see. A lot of people have been watching my journey through the last years, and a lot of women reach out to me and say, oh, I wish I was so free as you, to be anywhere, work from home, do things and do what you love, and, and it is great. I'm a freedom person. I love freedom. I want to be able to, I love freedom. I love helping people. I love seeing people transform. Hence why I'm soon launching by the way, the 12-week program that I'm launching, the coaching program. You can go into the draw of winning. It's 12 weeks, 3 months worth of coaching. You have no idea. It's life-changing. It is absolutely life-changing. Make sure you go into the draw. If you're watching this now, you haven't entered the draw. Why haven't you entered it? And you want to be sharing it with friends. Give me a moment. I've got eggs from the garden. I'm going to put the eggs in here. Let's see. I might have to ask the chef here how this, after I do this, how this is actually turning out to be. I am decided to have a really slow morning, and guys, you don't know, like, back to the house sitting just briefly. So a lot of people, as I said, women have been watching me and say, I want to be doing that, it's so good, it's so much fun. It is not always easy, guys. You have to be willing to work hard. You have to be willing to be flexible. You have to be a doer, an action taker. You don't sit back and do nothing. You do things, okay? And you have to be flexible, and you have to be kind, and you have to be understanding, and you have to love animals. You have to love looking after houses. Ooh, it's looking good. But, so it's not always easy, but it's worth it. Obviously it doesn't suit everyone if you got young kids and you got a husband and a partner, and I'm not in that position, so I am free to do what I want to do. But walking on this property today, first of all, it's like a nervous system reset. I don't know what happened, but I've been here before, sleeping here, and I sleep deep. I went to bed really late because I actually felt like watching a bit of TV, and I didn't end up watching it because I ended up chatting with a friend. But I had the fireplace on, I'll show you. And so the fireplace is over here. And it's just beautiful to look out over that. So I just relaxed, and I could feel, I came home like 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock last night because I worked at the gym. And it's a bit of a drive, but I just, my whole nervous system it's a reset when I'm here. So I really don't want to get out today, but I am going to go and trim my hair. So it's a bit of a hike, and I only have sort of weekends to really do that. So I got to do that, and then I'm going to be looking after my granddaughter is going to come over. We're going to have a girly night. I've got to get some ice cream for her. She wants ice cream. And she wants popcorn. So we got to have that. And we got to have a really cozy night. Girl night. How cool is that, eh? So blessed to be around this area. Having a nervous system reset. Being able to, it's just wonderful. I'm going to show you. I have made my broccoli and onion omelette. I'm going to sprinkle some of this fresh parsley on. How does that look? Looks good, eh? What else have I got? I've got bean shoots. So, I am going to go and trim my hair because you see it's so long. Look at that. How does that look, chef? I've got a chef watching. How does that look? What else do I want on? Do you know I'm a bit addicted to? This is marinated artichoke hearts. I know I'm a bit weird, but I love that. I love artichoke hearts. I love it. I nearly used up all the broccoli from the garden. So I'm going to have some of the artichoke hearts. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Then I'm just going to put a little bit of Celtic sea salt on my own. I had to bring that because my son really doesn't know much about, really good stuff. Look at what I've made so far. Broccoli and onion omelette. Eggs from my daughter's garden. So we're going to put a little bit of Celtic salt on here. And my Celtic salt, I keep it in this jar. Love. In my love jar. I'll take a bit of that. So, when you're on the go and you house sit, you work, you've given to everyone for freaking your whole life. You give to clients, ladies and men. It is really important to have your own time so you can get your nervous system. Sometimes we don't even know how kind of up we are, Sometimes it takes a different environment, going away. Maybe here's a tip for you. Maybe just book somewhere in nature if it's an Airbnb. Take some good food, take some good salt if there's a bath, take some beautiful essential oils. I've got all my oils. Of course, my oils travel with me all the time. Oh, transformation, awaken. I've got them all here. Oh my goodness, I've got more coming in the post. So, that's always traveling with me. My turmeric is always traveling with me. I'm going to have that in my drink now. This is magic. So maybe go away, book a Airbnb, and away from everything, away from freaking shops and the material things. Look out over nature and just be, guys. Read a book. Stay away from TV. Do you know what, guys? I don't have a TV. I haven't had a TV for years. I didn't even know how a TV functioned. Don't laugh. I had to ring my son. He's in Sweden at the moment. His partner left yesterday morning. And that's why I'm looking after the dogs in the house here. But my son left earlier. And he was in Sweden already. And last night I rang him and I said, how do I turn on this TV? I may want to watch a movie because I feel like, it's a special time. And so funny. I don't even know how to do that. I know how to, make a fire, cook, clean. I've cleaned up a house already. I've done the washing. I've done 3 loads of washing. Don't laugh. This is from I came home 8 p.m. last night. I've done, all their washing, like that was left. I said, just leave it. I'll do it for you. And I've done that. It's hung up. I've cleaned the, vacuumed everywhere. Is there something wrong with me, guys? I love it. I am immaculate when it comes to keeping our house clean and organized. Myself, I'm a minimalist. I love just taking my things in the van, coming in, setting up. I've got a lot of clothes though. I've got a lot of clothes. Too much, and I'm feeling I need to cull it. I've got a lot of books and stuff, but it's in boxes. Apart from that, what you need is very little, guys. Stop accumulating a whole lot of stuff and start living instead. That's my tip for today. So guys, I got to enjoy this beautiful food. What do you reckon? Eggs from the chooks, broccoli from the garden, artichoke hearts, bean stuff. I eat very simple. I do what I have, you know, take what I have and make something out of it. I've got a lot of lemons from the garden here that I brought with me, and I've got my beetroot, apple and beetroot juice. So I'm going to sit down, no Facebook anymore, no YouTube, and I'm going to eat, and I'm just going to look out over this beautiful setting. But if you want to know more about anything I do, there should be information in the description. If you were watching this on YouTube, and if you are not subscribing to my YouTube channel, feel free to do that. I will post the link below. This video will be uploaded obviously soon, not straight away because this is on Facebook. If you're not following me, if you see this on YouTube and you're not following me on Facebook, head over there. I also got my public group, you know, the Awake and Wellness Warriors. And there's lots of things happening. If you haven't entered my draw, seen my coaching program, go and enter that. And next week, guys, on Thursday, it's the 10th of July, 2025, I'll be running my webinar, The Secrets to the Inner Wellness Warrior. So if you resonate with anything that I am talking about, health, wealth, abundance, purpose in life, make sure you attend or watch it, the replay of it. And have a beautiful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you soon again. All right, lots of love to you. Bye-bye.